to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a handoff as they run left side. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Up to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go. Watching that Barney. Barney. Watching that Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
He may try and run. And, he coughed it up. And the Bengals have recovered it. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Detroit. Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney. Barney. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll set up to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's
time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now, 3-19!
From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between...
And it's a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit! Leopard!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff looking right. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 20. drive it up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. 7 yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go. Back up. Green, 39. Back up. Over. All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90. Kill.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Watching that body. Now let's go. Over. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them, make them think that you're doing something else.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. Figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, some strong running. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Green, 39! Green, Detroit! Detroit! Yeah. You don't want none.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Bengals getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Bunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Green, 30, Leopard.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receiver or offensive lineman? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Howard Wilson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Avery Jones able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. He's got room to run past the 20. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harmon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
Set. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Willis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Let's go! Let's go! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are in for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 56 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Watch 80. Watch 80. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hurry up, here we go. Everyone's got four down. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off, just got thrown off? He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot.